Hi guys, I'm Ronnie, and today we'll move through Sun Salutations, Surya Namaskar. We'll break down the different poses in the flow, and we'll learn the energy of the sun, the soul. Let's begin. Today we're going to learn the Sun Salutations, Surya Namaskar, the blessings for the sun. The energy of the sun in the yogic world is the energy of life. And when we salute to the sun, we basically don't take for granted something that we receive that allows us to live our lives in the way we live it. It keeps us more grateful and more connected and more humble. So today, as we move through the practice, I want to invite you to think, what are things in your life that you kind of take for granted but are really meaningful for your well-being? Your home, your loved ones, your health, your resources? We want to salute to these ideas, and we want to thank ourselves for noticing these ideas, for taking ourselves a little bit deeper into a place of gratefulness, of care, and of love. Now, Sun Salutation is a practice by itself. If you don't have enough time in your day to integrate a full flow into your day, just take a couple of Sun Salutations. It will stimulate your body, it will awaken you up, it will offer some flexibility, some heat, some strength into the body, as opposed to the Moon Salutations that you can go and check out that practice. And I recommend to check that practice a little bit before you go to bed. Sun Salutations, they're great at any time of the day, but if you can take them in the morning, good for you. Your day is going to look completely different. So let's get started and see how it looks like and feel like. I want to show you the whole sequence for a moment, just talking about what it is that we're going through, and then we're going to break it down and start to understand how we should feel in each and every one of the poses. Remember, in yoga, it's never about how it looks like, it's always about how it feels like. Never think that you need to serve the pose, but rather think that the pose should serve you. So we're gonna start in our downer facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. I'm gonna place my palms on the mat and I'm gonna send my feet all the way back, starting to form an upside down V shape. Spread your fingers wide so you feel the webbings in between. Drop your head all the way down, heavy. Now there's a good chance that you feel that you need to bend your knees a lot. Totally fine. The only thing you want to maintain is that sit bones will continue moving up and back. Your knees can be bent and your heels can go all the way up if you have tight hamstrings. If you feel you have a little bit more space to play here, you can start to straighten the legs and drop the heels, but make sure that doesn't move you into a different position. You want to keep yourself in this upside down V shape. Think about a rotation of the armpits towards one another. Head is heavy. Shake it no for a moment to see that you're not holding any tension in the back of the neck. Inhale, look all the way in front. Exhale, bring the right foot all the way between your hands. There's a good chance that your foot moved halfway through or a little bit further towards the front. Take it all the way until your foot will be in the same position, in the same line as your palms. From here, gently shift the weight back and forth and bring the left foot to meet the right. Feet are together to touch. Relax all the way down. Think about pressing your feet to the mat, dropping your head further down heavy. If you need, keep a slight bend in the knees, but you still want to feel that the sit bones are moving all the way up. Inhale, swing the arms from both different sides, all the way up high. Bring the palms together to touch, squeeze inner thighs, gaze up towards your palms. And exhale, relax them to heart center, Samastitihi. Inhale, swing the arms all the way up, palms together to touch, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your inner thighs. Exhale, hinge at the hips, relax it all the way down into your forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, travel with your fingers forward. Send the crown of the head forward. Chin is moving away from the chest. Press through both heels. And exhale, relax it further down towards the floor. Place both palms on the mat. Walk the right foot back and then walk the left foot back to meet it in your upper push-up plank. So we have shoulders, elbows, and wrists stacked in one line, heels reaching back, crown of the head is reaching forward. Let's start with our knees down on the mat to start to notice what it means to push away from the mat instead of collapsing here. So I'm pressing into the fronts of my feet, I'm pressing into my palms, chin is moving away from the chest. Inhale. Exhale, bend your elbows back, send your chin forward. That's one variation. We're going to talk about a few more in a moment. Inhale, shining the heart all the way forward, rolling the shoulders back, pressing the fronts of the feet to the mat, thinking about the pelvic bone, reaching down towards the mat. Gaze all the way up towards the ceiling without collapsing back. Inhale. Exhale, look in front, tuck the toes in, send yourself a little bit further back, then lift your knees off the mat and send yourself all the way back into your downer facing dog. Inhale, look in front and bring the left foot all the way between your hands. Remember, there's a good chance it's a very slow movement towards the front. Take your time. But we do want to end up in the position where the foot and the palms are at the same line. We're shifting the weight back and forth, and then either with a few steps or with one step, we're bringing our feet together to touch. Try to think about relaxing yourselves further down towards the floor, dropping your head heavy. Think about your chest moving towards your knees. And once again, remember, your knees might be completely bent, and that is totally fine. If you feel that it's really hard to make it all the way down to the mat, you can put a pillow or yoga blocks or anything down on the mat that allows you to push away from and then relax your head and upper body further down. Inhale, let's press through the heels, squeeze inner thighs, bring your palms all the way up, gaze up. Exhale, relax your hands into your heart center. Take a moment here, notice the heat in your body. Inhale, swing the arms up. And exhale, palms on both different sides, hinge at the hips, relax it all the way down. Another variation to halfway. This time let's travel with our fingers on our shins, maybe all the way up to the thighs, finding our halfway. Just don't press against the knees. Anywhere else is possible. Think about crown of the head reaching forward, pressing through the heels and the toes at the same time. Find your own right positioning of straight back, pulling the navel in. If you're not sure, take a moment and place one hand on your back and one hand on your stomach, and start to notice if you feel that your back is straight and that your belly is moving all the way in. If you feel that we're collapsing here, you're gonna feel this roundness in the spine. So start to notice your halfway and then position your fingers at the right place. Inhale. And exhale, relax it down. Let's place the palms on the mat. Bend your knees. Send your left foot back this time and the right foot back to meet it. Let's find another variation of moving through the flow. Inhale, press it away. Exhale, lower it down. Your knees, let go of your toes. Shift your weight a little bit forward. And now I'm gonna try to place my chest and chin down on the mat as I keep on sending the sit bones all the way up towards the ceiling. If it's too hard to place the chest and the chin, there are two things you can do. You can move the palms further away from one another. That will probably allow you to place the chest and the chin down, or you can bring your forehead down and press through the elbows. From here, press through the palms, shine your heart forward. roll the shoulders back. Keep on pressing through the front of the feet, pelvic bone down, pressing through the palms. Notice here, there's a lot of space between your shoulders and your ears. Usually, we kind of drop here, so try to do the opposite. Think about rolling the shoulders all the way back, opening up into our cobra. Look up, but don't drop back. And as you're looking up, I want you to notice there's a good chance that your forehead moves all the way up. Try to ease your eyebrows. Try to ease your forehead. Inhale. Exhale, tuck the toes, shift the weight a little bit further back, and all the way back to downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale in, and let it go through the mouth. Drop down to your knees for a moment. Let's talk a little bit about the spacing between your palms and your feet. Where's the right position to the palms and the feet? How far away or close should they be to one another in downward facing dog, and as we move through this flow? So in order to find the right spacing, we're actually going to start in an upper push-up plank. Just like your push-ups, let's try to find that. So I have shoulders, elbows, and wrists stacked in one line. Heels reaching back, crown of the head is reaching forward. Inhale, press away from the mat. And exhale, send the sit bones all the way up. Drop the head heavy, downward facing dog. Now I'm gonna tell you what most of you probably did. You went all the way back and then took the palms back or took the feet forward. That's our mind trying to trick us to say, okay, yeah, I learned something new, but let me take a moment and just do whatever I just did before. So notice, and let's find the right spacing again. And if your mind is trying to take your body to another position, let's try to stay still in the moment and notice how it feels. It might feel like a lot more from what it felt before, and that is totally fine. While downward facing dog is being considered a resting pose, it takes years until you feel that you rest in downward facing dog, if at all. So let's come to our upper push-up plank again. Let's measure our distance. Shoulders over wrists, heels are reaching all the way back. Crown of the head is reaching forward. Inhale, press it away from the mat. Exhale, send it back, downward facing dog, and stay here. Don't move your feet, don't move your palms. Drop the head all the way down heavy. Remember, you can definitely keep a bend in the knees and keep the heels high if needed. If possible, you want to think about your heels reaching down, and that's what's going to allow you to gently straighten the legs. So try to think not legs straight, heels down, but rather heels reaching down, and that's going to start to straighten our legs gently, and it will also start to elongate and find more space in our upper body and our torso. Rotate armpits towards one another, head is heavy. Exhale out. Deep inhale in. Let it go through the mouth. Inhale, look in front. I want you to push away with the palms. Through that pushing of the palms, you can move the foot further towards the front. So I don't want you to feel like it's your foot that's doing all the work and dropping down with a lot of sound into the mat. But I want you to think about the press through the palms that will allow you to find more ease here. And send your foot all the way down towards the front without making any sound. If that's not available yet, then do it with a few steps instead of kicking your foot towards the front. Look forward, shift the weight, and bring the left foot to meet the right. Bring your feet together to touch. Inhale, swing the arms all the way up. Bring the palms together. Let's take a moment here. I want you to notice one line of energy that moves in the center of your body, and try to think as if you're trying to move everything closer to that line of energy. So even though we might feel the external sides of the body reaching and opening, don't think about sending the focus here. Think about sending your focus here. So instead of this, I will get here. Squeeze your glutes together, squeeze your inner thighs, Soften your shoulders down. Press the palms together. Move the chin away from the chest. Keep squeezing everything all the way in. Let's take a moment to feel it, what it means to draw ourselves inwards into this one line, into that center. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, send your gaze up, look up. Take another inhale in. And on an exhale, relax your hands to your heart center. Take a moment here. Find this gentle relaxation in the body. The arms, shoulders probably feel like a lot. Inhale, swing the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, drop down. Let's talk about it for a moment. What does it mean to hinge at the hips? It means that we're trying to keep the spine straight as we drop down instead of collapsing down. I want you to think about your sit bones reaching back, your chest reaching forward as you are dropping all the way down. You can keep a slight bend in the knees. You want the sit bones to look back. You want your back to stay straight until you're dropping down. That's gonna send the crown of your head further down towards the floor, and it's gonna send your chest further towards your shins. Let's try that together. Inhale, swing, gaze up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, sit bones back. I'm pressing through the feet. Arms are on both different sides of the body, crown of the head forward, chin moves away from chest, straight back, and drop it all the way down. Keep your knees bent if needed. You can find a block or a pillow to press against as you're trying to press through the feet and drop yourself further down. Inhale. Exhale, 1. I want you to feel that you're starting to elongate the hamstrings here. Inhale. Pressing through the palms might be pressing through the palms, might be pressing through the fingertips, or might be pressing through the palms into a block or a pillow. But we still think sit bones up, crown of the head down. Soften through the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, look in front. Bring your palms onto the mat. Send the right leg all the way back. Send the left leg all the way back. Upper push-up plank. Shoulders over wrist, heels back, crown of the head reaching forward. Drop your knees. Notice that as we drop the knees, we're not dropping our hips. We keep our hips lifted. Press through the fronts of our feet. This time, we're gonna drop halfway. Inhale. Exhale, halfway, elbows back, chin forward, press through the palms. I want you to feel that you're grabbing the mat instead of flattening your palms against it. Push your elbows to the sides of the body. Inhale, shine your heart forward, roll those shoulders back, squeeze your glutes, gaze up. Exhale, look in front, tuck the toes under, lift your knees up and back to downer facing dog. Exhale. Deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look in front. Press through the palms. Let's send the left foot all the way in front. Remember, we're not kicking and dropping. We're sending it with ease, very gently, all the way forward. And if that means that we're very gently carrying our foot through, then that's what we do. We teach ourselves sensations here, and we teach ourselves alignment by understanding what we need to feel first. Shift the weight back and forth, and then bring the right foot to meet the left. Feet are together to touch. Inhale, swing the arms all the way up, squeeze your glutes, gaze up, press through the feet. Exhale, relax your hands to heart center, samastitihi. Let's take a moment here. This is the moment where we come back to ourselves, when we go deeper in. So I want you to notice if you're pressing only to one part of your feet. If you push yourself forward or back or to the sides, try to press through the soles of the feet. Keep yourself at center, pressing the palms together, softening through the shoulders. Let's take a breath here. Inhale. Exhale. So even though we are quote unquote resting, everything is working. You're squeezing your inner thighs, you're squeezing your glutes, you're moving towards your center, and at the same time, you find ease. We teach ourselves how to let go as we work and engage in the form of the pose that we're creating. Inhale, swing the arms up. Exhale, hinge the hips, relax it all the way down. Inhale, halfway lengthen, bend your knees if needed. Exhale, soften it down to your forward fold. Try to bring your forehead closer to your shins as you're sending the sit bones high up towards the ceiling. Inhale, halfway, travel forward. Travel with your fingers all the way forward. Send the heart forward, the chin moves away from the chest. And exhale, relax it all the way down. Plant the palms on the mat. Let's walk our left foot back. Let's walk our right foot back. Upper push-up plank. Shoulders over wrists, heels reaching back, crown of the head is reaching forward. Two things can happen here. Either our hips go all the way high or our hips drop all the way down. Let's try to find center, straight back. Let's try to find center, straight back. And if this is a lot, drop your knees. If you feel that you can stay here, let's try to keep our hips high this time. Let's see how that feels. Inhale, press away. Exhale, we're gonna start to bend the elbows back, send the chin forward. Drop your knees or keep them up, whatever is available. Inhale, shine your heart forward. Roll the shoulders back. Let's introduce this new variation, upper facing dog instead of cobra. So before we had our legs down, the fronts of the feet were pressed against the mat. This time I'm pressing through the fronts of the feet, through my palms, and I'm lifting my hips off the mat. Now, if you have a flexible lower back, there's a chance all of the weight moves there. If you feel your lower back, drop your knees. It doesn't worth it. Keep squeezing your glutes and stay here. If you can stay here, soften the shoulders down, and you don't feel your lower back, let's stay here. Upper facing dog. Urdhva Mukha, inhale. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downer facing dog. Exhale the air out. Deep inhale in. And let it go through the mouth. Let's take the Sun Salutation one time, a little bit faster this time, and see how it feels in a flow. Inhale, look in front. Exhale, bring the right foot all the way through. Remember, don't make a sound. Shift the weight back and forth. Bring the left foot to meet the right, feet are together to touch. Inhale, swing the arms all the way up, palms together, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, relax your hands to your heart center. Inhale, swing the arms all the way up. Exhale, hinge the hips, relax it down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway, lengthen your body forward. Exhale, soften down, forward fold. Plant the palms on the mat, bend your knees, send the right leg back, send the left leg back to meet it. Upper push-up plank. Remember, options, choose the option that belongs to you. Knees up or knees down. Inhale, press it away. Exhale, more options here. Either elbows back, chest up, maybe knees up, or maybe knees are down and chest and chin is down. On the next inhale, let go of the toes, shine your heart forward. Now we all meet either with our thighs down on the mat or with our hips lifted. Rolling the shoulders, gaze up, let go of your forehead. Don't drop the head back, inhale. Exhale, press through the palms. It's not the legs that are reaching us back. That's gonna feel a lot in our lower back. But try to think about pressing through the palms, working our core all the way to downer facing dog. Exhale out. Deep inhale in. Let it go through the mouth. Left leg, look in front. Bring the left foot all the way between the hands. Shift the weight back and forth. And bring the right foot to meet the left. Inhale, swing the arms all the way up, palms together to touch. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale, relax, Samastitihi. Inhale, swing the arms up. Don't forget to keep on squeezing those glutes. Exhale, hinge of the hips. Remember, straight back. Think about heart reaching forward, crown of the head reaching forward, and then dropping down, sending the chest towards the shins, the head towards the mat. Inhale, halfway. Keep your knees bent if needed. Exhale, relax it down, forward fold. Plant the palms on the mat. Send the left foot back, send the right foot back. Upper push-up plank. Make the choice that's right for you. Inhale, press it away wherever you're at. Exhale, elbows are bent, moving back. Wherever you're at, the elbows are moving back. Inhale, shining the heart wherever you are. The one objective we all going to find is heart shining forward, gaze moving up. Inhale. Exhale, press through the palms instead of the feet. And send yourself back, downer facing dog. Exhale out. Deep inhale in. Let it go through the mouth. Gently drop the knees all the way down. Come to sitting. Sun Salutation is a way to heat up the body, to awaken the body, to stimulate the body. It's great as a morning practice. And next time, maybe try the moon practices that allows us to still stretch the body, but to not stimulate the body as much, and to allow ourselves to ease into a more gentle movement of the body. See you next time.